Hi, it's Steve with Desert Dwellers, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Caldwell Chairpod. Now, where is it? Well, it folds up and you can strap it to your back. Now, we've used this a couple times now over the last week since I got it. It's kind of heavy, about 22 pounds, but it does actually work pretty good. Now, we're going to unfold it. Alright, so let me readjust the camera and we'll be right back. Okay, now, you can see here, it has a little cut right here. It doesn't come that way. I found that trying to slide this bar into these grommets was in and out, very, very hard to do. Not fun, so I actually slid them and then put a little Velcro strap to hold them in place. So we're going to just throw them to the side for now. So anyway, the little Velcro straps off. Now normally, it also sits here in these cradles. Let's see, right here. And down here, of course that one always tends to slip out. And that part, since I did slice these, it just pops right out. And then I usually just set it aside until I can get the rest of it brought up. Now, there's a couple more little straps that helps hold the legs from unfolding accidentally. No big deal. Haven't had that actually happen. So I pop those straps out. And the legs, basically this, fold up and lock into place. The back opens up. And then you have your chair. Now the chair does circle 360 degrees. It's on a swivel. So that's kind of nice. Now the rifle rest part, just slide this bar into this, get it through, and then tighten that up. Now on those, it does have a little warning, tippy hazard, okay? And it's actually on both sides, so whichever way you put your screw, either on the left or right, you're going to have that issue. And basically, if you have all that weight out there, look how easy it will tip forward. Obviously, if you have your rifle on there, it's going to tip a lot easier. So when it's just sitting there, I tend to bring this back this way to center the weight. Alright, now there's a adjustment here, not really adjustment, it allows it to swivel, as you can see. So I loosen it up, loosen this one up, and this bar pops in place. Now I find for me, because I am taller, and you can only get so much height out of this bar, that I just usually put these all the way up. They won't rotate, because there is a little groove here, grooves, and it just fits into the little groove. So it won't actually spin around. So I just leave the base of the pole right there and tighten that up. And I do the same with the front. Actually, the back, sorry. And they snap kind of in place, and then you crank it back down, and again I leave that also by itself. Now you can adjust both how the arm pulls, and usually they got to be loosened up a little bit because it puts pressure on those bars. But this slides out, so yeah, that's your maximum distance now for a rifle. But I find with the stuff that I use that I pretty much want it all the way in. Now you can also loosen this one up and slide how far you want this one out. But again, for me, I want it almost to the end, and we're going to get a rifle out here in a few minutes, and we're going to show that too. So make sure everything's down tight. Now most of the chair itself is made out of good metal, aluminum poles here, but all of this is plastic. So I'm not sure how well that's going to hold up in time, but we'll see. And as you can see, it swivels around pretty good. Alright, so I'm back. Now, I don't normally use the 30 round magazines when I'm out in the field. I just usually stick to 20s, but as you see, we have an unloaded 30 round that I'm going to put into the rifle. This old one, to show what kind of room there is. Now, once you get your weight, and for me that's like 240 pounds, it's not going to try to tip over at this point. And you can see the 30 rounder kind of bumps right here a little bit. Let me get some video of that right there. So you can probably come up a little bit more. 30 rounder. Where we at? 30 rounder will clear. See, there's just a little bit of room right there. So again, 20 rounders, don't have no troubles. Alrighty. So now, because I got my weight here, this rifle, and we're going to lock these down for a second so it doesn't move. You can see the rifle's pretty steady. Yeah, it will wobble around, but this is a pretty heavy rifle. The suppressor alone weighs 2 pounds. I just put the new scope on it. It's kind of heavy. And of course, it's completely unloaded, of course. But the nice thing is when you loosen these up just gently, you get a nice, smooth swinging motion. You can swing this all around. So when you're sitting here, put it right into your thing, into your shoulder. I tend to hold right about here. That seems to be the most comfortable for me. But this last little thing is right here. There's an adjustment. Let me get that on video. This is a tensioning knob for the tilt. So you just back that up a little bit, and that allows you to go up and down. And it allows you to move around. If something comes up behind you, you can swing all the way around and get in behind you real fast. So you're covering 360 degrees without ever having to stand up. And we're shooting at 500 yards. And I'm using this Chairpod, and it's doing pretty good. I'm getting really close as you're going to do with a 4-power scope, I think. Is one of the reasons I put the bigger scope on. But it shot really well. It holds really steady. It's not a bench rest, but it's close to it. It's more portable. And I said you saw it in a backpack configuration. Earlier the day, even though I don't have no video of that, I hiked about 200-300 yards from the car, and we tighten everything up in your back so you can actually just kind of swing it out of your way if you want. Use your binoculars, you know. How well built it is. The metal frame I have no worries about. The plastic I have a little worry about, but not a whole lot. So we'll see how it holds up in time. I've only had it for about a week now. Had it in the field only 2 times, and you'll see the videos on those little short clips. All right, if you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment sections and we'll get back to them. All right, thanks a lot. Bye. Hi, it's Steve. It's a little cold out today. Not bad, but it's like around freezing. Fortunately, not much wind, but there's some sun, so that's helping. Anyway, we're out here in the desert. It's about 60-80 miles out of Reno. We're just going to try some long distance shooting with the ARs and stuff at this hill. Let me zoom in on this thing. We set up some rocks, and I don't know if this thing's going to see it. Yeah, it's having trouble focusing even. But this hill, and we're at 500 yards away, we set up 5 rocks in a little diamond shape. Armed.
Oh, that time it was just below the rock. That was a little lower and a little more to the left. That was just over the top on the left side.
On the left?
Yeah, still on the left. That looked like it hit a little high.
Yeah. Well, at 500 yards, there's going to be a lot of variation in this
Yeah.
animal. But I mean, it's all well within that 4-foot circle.
Right.
And all near that rock.
Yes.